Attention fans! Liverpool interested in signing Arsenal target Johan Bakayoko. Alexander Isak's stance on Liverpool transfer emerges with Arsenal's official offer plan revealed. Liverpool registers strong interest in Bundesliga star transfer for €40 million. Welcome, my fellow fans. Come check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. Let's go to the video. Liverpool is showing strong interest in signing Johan Bakayoko, the PSV Eindhoven star, and also a target for Arsenal, as reported by Caught Offside. Under the guidance of Arne Slot, the Reds have had an impressive season, leading the Premier League with 57 points in 24 games. Additionally, the team finished the Champions League group stage at the top and remains among the favorites to win the European title. Mohamed Salah has been the standout player for Liverpool this season, leading the team in the Premier League title race with an impressive 27 goals and 19 assists in 35 appearances so far. However, Salah's future at the club remains uncertain, as he is in the final months of his current contract and has not renewed yet. This has led Liverpool to start looking for possible replacements in case the Egyptian decides to leave next summer. According to Caught Offside, Arne Slot's team is seriously interested in Bakayoko, and there is a possibility of a concrete offer to bring him to Anfield before next season. PSV Eindhoven is willing to sell the player, provided the offer reaches at least £42 million, and Bakayoko is interested in moving to the Premier League. However, the competition will be fierce. Arsenal is also monitoring the player, along with Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, and Newcastle United, who are all closely watching his development. At just 21 years old, Bakayoko is a left-footed right-winger, and Arsenal currently has Bukayo Saka as their primary option for that position. While Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Martinelli can play on the right, both prefer to play on the left. Sterling in particular was loaned to Arsenal from Chelsea last summer, but his performances were not convincing enough to justify a permanent transfer. This, along with the fact that Ethan Nwaneri, another young talent from the academy, is still in development, reinforces Arsenal's need to sign a quality right winger like Bakayoko. For Liverpool, signing Bakayoko would be an excellent addition to the squad, especially considering the potential departure of Salah. If the Reds manage to secure his signing, whether to replace Salah or as a reinforcement for the future, they would be making a valuable acquisition. Bakayoko's talent and growth potential make him an attractive option for both clubs, and he is a player who could positively impact any Premier League team. How do you think Johan Bakayoko's potential signing could impact Liverpool's future, especially if Mohamed Salah decides to leave next summer? Liverpool has shown interest in the young Greek centre-back Konstantinos Kouliarakis from Wolfsburg, according to a report from Sport Bild. German media reveals that the Merseyside club has been closely monitoring the 21-year-old player, considering him one of the priority options to strengthen the defense in the upcoming transfer window. However, Liverpool is not the only big club interested in Kouliarakis. Giants like Real Madrid and Milan are also in the race to sign the defender, which could make negotiations more challenging for the Reds. Currently, Liverpool boasts a solid defensive partnership between Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Kanate, both key players in the team's defense. However, the Reds may be seeking changes in their defense, considering Van Dijk's future. The Dutch defender, an icon of Liverpool in recent years, is approaching the end of his contract with the club, and while he is still playing at a very high level, it is uncertain whether he will stay at Anfield next season. Thus, signing Kouliarakis could be seen as a long-term option to replace Van Dijk if he decides to move on in the future. Kouliarakis, who is considered a great promise in European football, would likely cost around €40 million if he leaves Wolfsburg. The young defender has caught the attention not only of Liverpool, but also of other elite clubs, which could make the negotiation process more complicated. However, an advantage for the Reds is that initial contacts have already been made with Wolfsburg regarding the player, which could mean that the relationship between the two parties is well established, potentially making future negotiations smoother. The question that remains is how ready Kouliarakis is to take the next step in his career. Although he is a talented player with great potential, the Greek would have to deal with the pressure of assuming a key role at a club of Liverpool's magnitude, which could be a significant challenge for a young defender. Even though he has shown promise at Wolfsburg, the transition to a top-tier team like Liverpool represents a considerable step in his development. However, Liverpool's priority may be to renew Van Dijk's contract, given the Dutch defender's impact on the team. If the Dutch international signs an extension, this could directly influence Liverpool's decision regarding the signing of Kouliarakis. In any case, Liverpool's defensive situation promises to be one of the most important issues to resolve in the coming months, with or without Konstantinos Kouliarakis. Therefore, the next few months will be crucial to understand whether Liverpool will make a concrete effort to sign the Greek defender or if they will seek alternatives in the market. Additionally, Van Dijk's renewal will be a crucial factor in determining the future of the Reds' defense, which for now seems to be preparing for a possible new chapter in their defensive line, with a young talent like Kouliarakis on the radar. What is certain is that, whatever decision is made, Liverpool's defense will undergo significant strategic changes, and Kouliarakis could be a key piece in that puzzle. Under the management of coach Arne Slot, Liverpool is reportedly very interested in signing Alexander Isak, the top scorer of Newcastle United, who has been standing out as one of the most talented strikers in the Premier League and world football this season. The 25-year-old Swedish striker has impressed with exceptional numbers: 19 goals and 5 assists in 28 games, establishing himself as one of the biggest revelations of the competition. His performance has been so remarkable that he is attracting attention from several elite European clubs, including Arsenal, who has already shown interest in signing him to strengthen their offensive line. However, Newcastle is aware of the growing demand for Isak and, after avoiding selling the player during the previous summer transfer window to avoid any violations of Premier League financial fair play rules, now seeks to ensure that he stays at the club. To achieve this, the team made some transactions, including the sale of Elliot Anderson and Yankuba Minte, to balance the finances and ensure that Isak's price is as high as possible. The player, whose contract with Newcastle runs until 2028, has become a very valuable asset for the Magpies, but it seems he is ready to take the next step in his career. According to journalist Fraser Fletcher of Team Talk, Isak is very interested in a possible transfer to Liverpool, a club that is dominating the Premier League this season. The report reveals that the Swedish international is seeking greater challenges, with the ambition to play consistently in the Champions League and compete for titles, something that would almost certainly be guaranteed with Liverpool, given the team's impressive form under Arne Slot's leadership. Isak wants to stay at a high level in European football, which makes him attracted to the idea of joining one of the strongest clubs on the continent. However, Newcastle is also aware of Isak's desire, and therefore is doing everything possible to ensure qualification for the next edition of the Champions League to secure the striker's stay at St. James's Park. However, a determining factor could be Isak's decision regarding the renewal of his contract with Newcastle. If he rejects a renewal offer, this would open the door for a transfer, and Liverpool would be more than willing to make a serious bid. Liverpool is interested in Alexander Isak, but the £120 million price tag is a significant barrier, given the club's recruitment profile. Traditionally, the Reds only make big offers if they are sure the player will be an important addition to the team. The situation depends on Isak, who could decide to leave Newcastle if he rejects the contract renewal. If Newcastle does not qualify for the Champions League, Liverpool may have a greater chance of signing the striker. For now, there is no confirmation of an offer, but Liverpool is closely monitoring the situation and awaiting developments. Thank you very much for watching until here. See you next time.